Hey guys, I'm back. Today I'm going to be doing my skincare routine and also talking about my skincare journey and giving you a little backstory on my skin. So back in high school, I had pretty great skin. It was pretty awesome, but these are also pretty dark times. I didn't know much about skincare and all I did was wash my face with bar soap. I don't even think I really used moisturizer up until senior year. But my skin was doing great. And then once I graduated, bam, bad skin. Not necessarily the worst skin ever, but I definitely started developing a lot of texture on my skin and a lot of little bumps, mainly on my forehead. I had some on my cheek, but I want to say the main issue was around my forehead. To this day, I don't know what the main culprit was, but I want to say it was a mixture of stress, birth control, and these hair growth pills. The side effects were acne. And my thought process was, well, I've never had acne or pimples before, so why would this ever affect me? I don't want to say that was the exact reason, but, I want to say, but, I think it was a mixture of all of these things. So when I began thinking about starting a skincare routine and what products I should get, my thought process was like, okay, so I know my main issues are texture and hyperpigmentation, so I need to find things that are going to fight both of them, but I feel like I should start fighting one thing at a time first. So first I wanted to address the texture because once the texture was gone, I knew more hyperpigmentation was going to come from it. So, I didn't want to fight the hyperpigmentation, and then once the acne heals and goes away, I'm going to have even more hyperpigmentation. It's just going to be a cycle. So I was like, okay, I got to get rid of the texture first. So the first two products I used when I did this was Glossier Solution, which is a chemical exfoliator that contains AHAs and BHAs. So you may be asking yourself, what's an AHA? What's a BHA? So AHAs are good for surface level issues such as hyperpigmentation and acne scars, whereas BHAs go deeper within skin level and focus on getting rid of that gunk that's in there. Because I was a skincare newbie, I didn't want to use anything that was too strong, which is why I felt like Glossier Solution was going to be a great choice for me, but ultimately I felt like it didn't do much. Because I felt like it didn't do much, I was like, okay, well, I got to continue doing my research. I know I want to continue using BHAs right now just to focus on getting rid of that texture. And I also wanted to stay within my budget, so that's how I found out about the brand The Ordinary. I'm sure you guys have heard of The Ordinary, very popular skincare brand. No fluff, no marketing, they just tell you what the product is and that's it. So I began by using the most popular BHA that you probably have heard of, salicylic acid, which focuses on fighting acne. I used The Ordinary Salicylic Acid 2% solution. It's something that I continuously repurchase. You also want to use it as a spot treatment. So back to what I was saying, salicylic acid is a well-known BHA that penetrates your skin and helps getting rid of all that gunk that's inside there. And I use it as a spot treatment just because it can be very strong. Because it's so strong, it can dry you out and you don't want to have flaky, cracking skin. It's not a look. So once I felt my texture was better, now my biggest issue was the acne scars and my hyperpigmentation. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, the hyperpigmentation was something that took me a very, very long time to get rid of. I've tried many products from different price ranges from $100 to $5, and in my opinion, the product that has worked the best was The Ordinary's glycolic acid 7% toning solution. I just want to give you a fair warning, this is a very strong chemical exfoliant. Because it's very strong, you want to alternate. So what I used to do was I would alternate between this and Drunk Elephant's Framboos Glycolic Night Serum. When I first started using it, I didn't alternate, I just used it back to back to back, and my skin started peeling and it was very embarrassing and it was not cute. Not cute at all. So glycolic acid is a part of the AHA family and it has the smallest molecules. So that means it's going to be extremely effective, but it can also be very irritating. which is why you may want to switch between different products at night and not constantly use this back to back to back until your skin can get used to it. And glycolic acid helps get rid of dead skin cells, so it's going to reveal that beautiful skin layer that's underneath. It also is said to boost collagen, so it can also help reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles, which is how I stay looking so young. I know. I used to have a very extensive skincare routine using 7 different products, but I felt like it didn't actually make a difference, and the nights where I would only use 2 products, the next day I'd see a bigger difference than in comparison to the nights where I would just put product on top of product on top of product. Also, when it comes to layering, here's a tip. You want to use the lightest first to the heaviest. So that means liquid first, serums next, then moisturizers, and lastly oils. So when it comes to moisturizer, I've switched between a few here and there, but I've been sticking with one that I've been using since I was a senior in high school, and that's Neutrogena's Naturals Multivitamin Nourishing Moisturizer. So the reason why I keep going back to this is because it's so lightweight, but it does a great job of moisturizing, and it also doesn't clog pores. And when I was switching around between moisturizers, I would notice there were a few moisturizers that would clog my skin up, so that was a no-no. And then on top, for the oil that I use from time to time is the Drunk Elephant's Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil. To be quite honest with you, don't know if it does much. I just used it because it came with a set of these 2, and these were $23. Kind of expensive for how tiny they are. So I was like, well, I gotta get my money's worth, and I use it. I'm not exactly sure if it does anything, but it came in a set, so I was like, might as well use it, right?
Alright folks, now this is going to be my morning routine. Like I said before, I like to keep it simple, so this is all I use. So first I go in with The Ordinary's Buffet Serum, which is full of peptides, so I can stay looking young, can't catch me lacking. Next, I just use my moisturizer so I don't look dusty. Right now, I'm looking for a good sunscreen, so if there are any you recommend, please let me know. Thank you. For my nighttime routine, this is when I go in with The Ordinary's Glycolic Acid 7% toning solution and just top it off with my moisturizer and the oil. I'll be sure to leave everything in the description down below in case any of you are interested in trying anything I mentioned. Also, I didn't film an outro, so this is it. Bye, guys.